We are live from beautiful Oakland, California. As you can tell, that is where today's event will be taking place in a matchup between the 43 and 35 third place New York Yankees and the 20 and 60 last place Oakland A's. The A's actually have the worst record in baseball, and the Yankees are in the hardest division, in my opinion, in baseball, the AL East. I think the lowest rated team in the AL East is the Boston Red Sox, and even now Boston is doing a pretty dang good job in last place. They are over 500. What's up, Noah? Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here today. June 27th, 2023, taking place this game between the New York Yankees and the Oakland Athletics. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this evening to the game tonight. I'm Jonas Tawny. I'm going to be your host today. You can follow me at Twitter at TawnyJonas. Just a little shameless promo there for my Twitter, but welcome. As you can see, I am wearing the pinstripes. The Yankees are actually my favorite team, so it is a pleasure and a joy to actually be able to stream this game to you guys today. I'm very excited. Until my frames are a little low right there, so stream's going to be a little laggy today, so I'm very sorry about that. But should be a very good game today. Now, the Yankees, this is their second series against the Oakland Athletics. Their first series, they did sweep them in New York, and they swept them pretty handedly, and that's when the Yankees were actually good with Judge. Now, the Yankees are, like I said, without Aaron Judge right now. He actually did tear a ligament in his toe, so he is out for who knows how long, but he does lead the secondary poll voting in All-Star Game votes. Make sure to vote for your favorite Yankees or A's player today in the All-Star Game and the All-Star votes. Also, don't mind the teddy bear back there. I'm in my office, and the teddy bear is just kind of in the back. But we're so glad to have you guys here today. Let's take a look at today's starting pitchers for the Yankees. It is Johnny Brito. It's going to be his 12th game tonight. Recently recalled from the AAA, I believe it's the Rail Riders, if you will. And you can see it'll be his 12th game today. He is currently 4-3 with a 4.89 ERA, 46 innings pitched with 33 strikeouts and a 1.37 whips, which is 1.37 whip, sorry about that, which is walks and hits per inning pitched. So basically, to summarize it all up, he allows about 1.37 batters on base per inning. Let's head over to see who is on the bump for the Athletics side. And today it will be Paul Blackburn, his 6th game as an A this season. He's 0-0 coming into tonight's game with a 4.21 ERA, 25.2 innings pitched, and 30 strikeouts, and a 1.48 whip. It's about to be a very good game and a good matchup today. We'll see how these players take on the bums and how they are going to take on the lineup. So starting with that, let's look at the Yankees starting lineup. Hitting first, we have DJ LeMahieu. He will be playing second base for the Yankees. Up second, we have Harrison Bader, who will be the center fielder. Anthony Rizzo at first base, and Giancarlo as the cleanup hitter, who will also be tonight's designated hitter for the Yankees. Jake Bauers and his wonderful arm comes into tonight's game, being the right fielder and hitting fifth. Josh Donaldson, the third baseman tonight for the Yankees. Billy McKinney will be playing left field today, and he is the only player that's hitting over 300 in tonight's game, in the starting lineups, that is. I'm not sure about substitutions and whatnot. I have not checked that deep. Anthony Volpe will be starting at shortstop. The sensational rookie of the Yankees he's actually in double digits of home runs. He just recently hit his 10th home run of the season. And behind the dish tonight will be Jose Trevino. Yankees coming off a series win against the Rangers, a 2-1 series win against the Rangers, and then a 2-1 series win against the Mariners as well. Yankees in their past 6 games are 4-2, and it will be nice to see how they take on the Athletics today. Now let's head over and check out the starting lineup for the Oakland Athletics. Starting at second base will be Tony Kemp. Batting second and on first base will be Ryan Noda. In left field will be JJ Bulladay. In left field, hitting third. And the cleanup hitter for the A's will be Seth Brown as the right fielder. Batting fifth is Brent Rooker. He will be tonight's designated hitter for the A's. Jace Peterson, third baseman, will be batting sixth. Hitting seventh, and the bottom third of the order will be Shea Langoliers. Fun fact, I could not pronounce his name earlier today, but it's awesome to see that he is catching. Tyler Wade will be hitting eighth and is the shortstop. He's actually from California, a couple hours away from where I am. He's from SoCal, which is super cool to see. And in center field will be Estrui Ruiz, hitting .259. Now, the A's in their last 6 games are 1-5. They're coming off of a 12-1 loss against Toronto against the Sunday game. Medina getting the loss. Now he is 1-7 with a 6.84 ERA. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, it'll be game time soon enough. We'll see you guys soon. All right, today's stream is brought to you by W Energy. W is a very great brand that actually I have partnered with, and they are a zero sugar, natural and patented. I can't say that. All of their stuff is made without sugar, no calorie, maltodextrin free, and has zero artificial coloring. 150 milligrams of caffeine, which is 2 cups of coffee, but it is a zero jitterless formula. So go ahead and use my code BTN10 for 10% off of your order, and tweet me a picture with @TawnyJonas, and I see how that is. Noah, you said you're betting the A's money line. I would like to understand why that is. Something that would be very, very interesting to me to see why you are betting on their money line. And how is it a copyright infringement? I'm not using ESPN's music. I'm using my own lo-fi music. There you go. Just about 5 minutes away from first pitch here at the Coliseum. The A's set to move to Vegas. This is old news. I'm sure you guys have heard, but the A's will be moving to Vegas in 2027. Their lease is up here at the Coliseum in 2025. We'll see what happens with with their stadium. I mean, right now they're not getting as many fans. They're getting as many stands as a minor league stadium. Might as well move into the Stockton Port Stadium, which is their single A advanced situation. And yeah. So Johnny Brito and his changeup. It's another big story here too. Brito and his changeup are they work very well together. And against Seattle on strikeout or against Seattle, every time he threw it, he was 0 for 5. He only threw it about 5 or 6 times. Did not throw it that much, but no, did not allow a hit on his changeup and actually struck someone out with it too. So Brito and his changeup are going to be very, very good today. Also, make sure you guys vote, like I said, for your favorite All-Star. If you would like to see them today, or not today, but in Seattle when the All-Star game is, which I believe that is June 9th, and June 8th is the Home Run Derby. I could be mistaken, but I know it's the week after 4th of July. Really cool thing, too, I do have the scoreboard up right now for us. So, this is really cool. And no, Noah, I do not like the Mets. I'm very against the Mets. I don't like the Mets at all. I'm very sorry for the FPS right now. It is very, very laggy. I do apologize for that. How's the volume, though? Really cool thing, too, I do have the scoreboard up right now. Okay, the volume is pretty good. So, Noah, I don't like the Mets, and you know that. You know I am a Yankees fan. Today in Oakland, it is 58 degrees and partially cloudy. Should be a beautiful game beautiful weather for tonight's game. Right on the bay too. I love Noah, there we go. No. We are just a few minutes away from first pitch. And it is Trivia Tuesday today, so I'm going to ask you guys some trivia questions as we go throughout the game, just to, spice it up a little bit. And yeah, should be a pretty fun time. Hoping for a pretty fun stream. So let's get to it as we are just about set for first pitch here at the Coliseum. And on the bench for the Yankees today will be Gleyber Torres, IKF, Oswaldo Cabrera, and Kyle Higashioka, the catcher. Apparently, I can't talk today. I think I'm just too excited to get this game underway as Blackburn gets the nod. 5 starts. This will be his 6th start. He's allowed 2 home runs and 7 walks in 25.2 innings, an 0-0 record, and posting a 4.21 ERA. Scouting report on him is he's pretty good at home, does struggle with lefties, and is still searching for his first win of the season. As we get set here for first pitch, should be a very interesting game. It is 6:40. Waiting. Let's see how the defense lines up, and as we know, Shea Langoliers will be catching today behind the dish. Jace Peterson at third, Tyler Wade at shortstop, Ruiz at center, Tony Kemp at second, Ryan Noda at first base, Seth Brown in right field, JJ Beladay in left field. Behind the dish, Shea Langoliers, I believe I already said that, and Brent Rooker will be designated hitting today. Only at the dish, no fielding for him today. He gets the rest. Up comes DJ LeMahieu, posting a .230 average, 7 home runs, 25 RBIs. His first at bat of the game, first at bat for the entire game as we get set for first pitch here in Oakland. Ump gives the play ball sign, and we are ready. Blackburn, the right-handed pitcher, deals, and that will be a fastball low for a ball. 1-0 is the count so far after the first pitch. Pitch clock really does speed the game up, only 15 seconds in between each pitch, and another fastball topping out at 92 miles per hour. That is ball number 2 on the count. Top of the first, no runs, no hits. DJ LeMahieu, first at bat, the right-handed hitter, gets set. The deal, nice little cutter, 87 miles per hour for the first strike of the game. Blackburn looks in, gets the nod, and here comes the next pitch. And that will be low. A sinker, 92 miles per hour. 3 balls and 1 strike. We could see the first walk here of the game. LeMahieu pretty decent on 3-1 counts as Blackburn gets set from the stretch. The pitch hits and fouls away, a 90 mile per hour sinker. And it is a full count. Mayhew stepping into the box, making sure he does not get that pitch clock violation. So we get set here. The catcher signals. Blackburn deals. Hit on the ground. Ground ball. Blackburn catches it and puts out. That is a 1-U for those of you keeping score at home. And here are some keys to the game for the Yankees. They need to be not so light. They need to start pounding the offense and pounding the zone too. They need to get a jump start on Blackburn, and Stanton and LeMahieu really need to pull through without having Judge in the lineup. Here comes the center fielder, Harrison Bader, as he swings on the first pitch, pops it up. It's just going to be a little infield pop-up as shortstop. Tyler Wade will grab that. 2 away. I keep forgetting to reset the scoreboard, so it's going to be a little laggy, so sorry about that. Up comes Anthony Rizzo, a .270 average in 72 games this season. And the first pitch will be outside for a ball. Blackburn already got 7 pitches. Sorry, they were just throwing that back. And a nice little curveball, 78 miles per hour for a strike. That is down at the bottom of the zone for a strike. Rizzo, the left-handed hitter. So he gets set, waiting for the pitch from Blackburn. There's the pitch. Rizzo checks his swing. Does not go on an 86 mile per hour changeup, just a little low into the zone. 1-1 is the count. 0-0 still the score. No hits, no runs, none on base. So Blackburn gets set for his 10th pitch of the inning. Rizzo fouls that off. The count will be 1-2. Seeing as I have been to all 30 baseball stadiums, Oakland was a very interesting stadium. The architecture was not the best, but the fan experience was pretty good. Pitch from Blackburn, low and in the dirt, a slider, 82 miles per hour. Count will be 2-2. But I remember when I was there, I was in 6th grade, so about 6 years ago, and I got some free cotton candy. The pitch, caught him looking. Rizzo strikes out, and that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base at the end of half an inning. 0-0 is the score. the A's line up. We have Tony Kemp that is leading off, Ryan Noda hitting second, J.J. Bleday hitting third, Seth Brown hitting fourth as the cleanup, Brent Rooker hitting fifth, the designated hitter, Jace Peterson, Shea Langoliers, Tyler Wade, and Estrui Ruiz. Johnny Brito on the bump for the New York Yankees, 4-3. And some of his scouting reports, needs to use his fastball a little bit more, use some more of that slider, and repeat what he has been doing with his changeup. His changeup has been very strong this year. Let's see how he can continue to use it. Brito, the first pitch will be a strike on a four-seam 96-mile-per-hour fastball. 0-1 is the count as he creates a great first pitch. Leading off to Tony Kemp. There's that pitch, grounded. Rizzo makes an incredible diving stop over to Brito, and that will be one away. What a save by Anthony Rizzo, as that ball would have gone through. Incredible stop there. It makes a diving play to save a base runner. What do you mean by what are we doing to the offense, Noah? I do not quite understand your question. All right, Ryan Noda, the first baseman, now up to the plate here, the left-handed hitter, as Brito deals from the windup, and that will be a curveball way up in the zone as Trevino tries to frame it. Not fooling the ump. 1-0 is the count. Next pitch from Brito, that will be popped up just behind the plate. Trevino lost it and will end up actually dropping it as he lost it in the sun. A little frustrated, but not going to let it get to him that much. 1-1 is the count. He was going over to the third base side, lost it, saw it, went over to the first base side, just totally misread it. And he was about that close from getting it from the tip of his glove. As Brito delivers again, and Noda will foul another one straight back behind the dish. Noda posting a .238 average with 8 home runs and 31 RBIs in 74 games this season. As he calls time, steps out of the box. Honestly, Oakland is a pretty nice location because you get the bay and you get the bridge. And a curveball from Brito will also be fouled back again. His 6th pitch of the inning. 59 degrees, a little bit cloudy. Wind is west to southwest. And a 2% chance of rain with 67% humidity in the air. The pitch from Brito from the windup will be low and outside. That count will be 2-2. Still pretty sunny here out in California and in Oakland. Brito deals again. That ball will be up, and that is a full count now. 0-0 still is the score if you are just listening. Bottom of the first inning. 1 out, 3-2 is the count. Brito delivers, popped up, and that will also go foul. No railing in front of the benches here in Oakland, so if you do get a foul ball, it is a little scary. Brito still delivering from the windup. About 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Deals. That's also fouled back by Noda. This will be the 7th or 8th pitch of the at-bat, I believe. As both of these guys are battling on a full count. The deal from Brito, and he will walk Ryan Noda, and he is the first base runner of tonight. As he gets the walk, there will now be a runner on first. JJ Bleday, now the hitter for Oakland, as Brito, the right-handed pitcher, will deliver from the stretch. And here comes the pitch. Swung on a missed on his changeup, and that will be a strike. 0-1 is the count. Bleday posting a 2.05 average with 5 home runs this season. 0-1 in the count. As Brito gets set, delivers, swung on and missed on another changeup, 89 miles an hour. That will be strike number 2. 0-2 is the count. Brito hoping for a double play to get him out of this inning after the lengthy at-bat he had against Ryan Noda. Bleday, another left-handed hitter. That will be inside. Trevino throws back to first base. Noda could not tag up, and they get the out. That pitch was a little high and inside, but Trevino making a great play. Reads it, throws behind the batter to Rizzo. Rizzo tags Noda at first. Noda, taking about quarter way to the second base, decided not to steal. And just jumps back too late as Rizzo puts the tag on him and gets him out. 1-2 is still the count, and the pitch. A check swing, and he went on a changeup. And that will end the inning on a strikeout. A pickoff, I guess, is how you score that Trevino play, which will get him out number 2, and a check swing will get him out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base after the Trevino pickoff. After 1 inning, 0-0 still is the score. All right, the umpire scouting report for the umpire behind the dish is he's more hitter friendly. Strikes on the inside do not get called that much. Stanton is up to bat as the first pitch is a ball outside. 1-0 is the count. Stanton designated hitting tonight, forcing fastball inside as a strike. The right-handed hitter waiting for Blackburn to deal, and the pitch is a cutter, and that will be a ball high. 2-1 is the count. Top of the second. No runs, no hits. No one on base. Stanton swings a nice little home run swing there on a sinker, and Blackburn fools him. 2-2 is the count. Standing tall, Stanton in the box, waiting for the pitch. Popped up, and that will be a shallow fly, and Tony Kemp is there to make the catch. That will be the first out of the inning. Jake Bauers now steps in at a 222 average, 6 home runs, 16 RBIs this season as he gets set. So we await the pitch from Blackburn. 6 seconds left on the pitch clock. Curveball will be outside the zone, trying to get Bauers to chase. Bauers does not. 1-0 is the count. And here comes the pitch. Slider. Bauers swings, fouls it off. Looks like it hit off his foot, but must have missed as he walks it off and is fine. 1-1 is the count now. 9 seconds left on the pitch clock. Pitch clock has really sped the game up a lot, and it's been very interesting to see. 1 out as Bauers swings on a changeup. It is now 1-2. The lefty, Bauers, gets set for the pitch. 3 seconds left. Swings, grounds it, and that will be through, and that will be a single for Jake Bauers as he gets on base and is the first hit for the Yankees today. About to the inside and more middle of the strike zone. A little fastball is what it looked like, and Bauers is able to turn on it and kind of bloops it over. I thought it looks like a ground ball. My computer's a little laggy right now, but blooped it over, and now Josh Donaldson, the right-handed third baseman, is up to hit. As he looks at strike one, Donaldson in 21 games is posting a 125 average, 6 home runs, and 8 RBIs this season. In third base, on deck is Billy McKinney, and Volpe is in the hole. That ball will be outside, and it is 1-1. Noah, tell your brother I said hi back. We get set for the pitch. 20 seconds on the clock, the pitch clock, if there is a runner on base. A fastball, little up as Donaldson swings on it and misses. The count will be 1-2. Blackburn already has a strikeout today. Can't quite remember what pitch it was on, though. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. As he goes to picks off Jake Bauers. And that does not... Bauers gets back and is in safe. We get set for the pitch. Donaldson pops it up out into center field. And the center fielder, Ruiz, will grab that. Bauers elects to stay at first base. Second out of the inning. And now up is Billy McKinney, the only person to be hitting over 300 in tonight's starting lineup. The left-handed hitter gets set as he awaits. The pitch for Blackburn is a fastball high, 93 miles per hour. We see his fastballs anywhere around 92 to 94 today. It looks pretty solid on the fastball. 1 walk and 1 strikeout from... one strikeout from Blackburn today. So that pitch will be in there for a strike. Blackburn still pitching from the stretch to McKinney, the left-handed hitter. As he stands in the box, waiting for the pitch. 0-0 is still the score. That ball is high, 2-1 is now the count. 0-0 still the score. 2-1 is the count. Runner on first base. Bowers hitting a little bloop single to shallow right field. Here comes the pitch. And that pitch will be fouled off by McKinney. 2-2 is the count. A little fun thing I'd like to do now, because today is Tuesday. Technically is quote-unquote Trivia Tuesday. So with that, here's your first answer for today's trivia question. Which year did the franchise take on the name the Yankees? Was it in 1926, 1913, 1901, or 1939? And there's a little bloop hit from McKinney off a curveball, and that will be caught by Ruiz. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base at the end of 1.5. The score is still 0-0. Volpe will be leading off next for the Yankees, followed by Trevino and LeMahieu. Due up for the bottom of the second inning will be Seth Brown, Rooker, and Jace Peterson. All right, so going back to that trivia question. The Yankees have not always been the New York Yankees. When the franchise began in 1901, when did they actually coin the name the Yankees? Was it in 1926, 1913, 1901, or 1939? Drop your answers down in the chat below, and I will get back to them as soon as I can. We'll probably hear in the bottom of the second, so everyone get your guesses in. And we will see you guys when the bottom of the second inning starts next. The second as Brito deals a 95-mile-per-hour sinker, and that will be a strike. First strike of the bottom of the second as Seth Brown takes to the dish. Another left-handed hitter for the A's. The A's are a left-handed hitting dominated lineup, and that will be strike number 2 off of another sinker. Here comes the next pitch for Brito. And that will be grounded as Brito runs to field it. The throw to Rizzo will be in time. And that will be a 1-3 scoring play for the first out of the second inning. Up next comes, I believe his name is Brent Rooker. I just know his last name is Rooker. It is Brent Rooker, a .242 average hitter with 13 home runs, 38 RBIs in 67 games this season. As Brito gets set to deliver with 7 seconds left on the pitch clock. And a four-seam fastball will be lined just foul, just barely missing the fair line. And Yankees fans can breathe after that. That will be a strike. 0-1 is the count. Take a look at scores around the league so far. Cincinnati and Baltimore in the top of the 8th. Cincinnati leading that game 2-1. Houston and St. Louis in the bottom of the 8th, 4-2. St. Louis is leading. And that pitch will be fouled back. Another 95-mile-per-hour sinker by Brito. 0-2, the count now. Detroit and Texas, with Texas leading 3-2 in the top of the 8th. The bottom of the 8th, it is the Phillies and the Cubs. 5-1, Phillies are winning. Brito deals, and a curveball just missing the zone, missing his second strikeout of the game. Barely misses. Brito delivers again. That's another ground ball over to Volpe. Volpe fields it cleanly. The throw to Rizzo will be in time, and that will be out number 2 on the evening. Very cool thing the A's did was the reverse protest where they actually sold out the stadium. It was very cool to see the A's fans show up, and the stadium was rocking, and it was sold out, and they actually beat the Rays. Jace Peterson up, another left-handed hitter. That changeup is outside. 1-0 is the count. And here comes the next pitch. That will be high and inside, a fastball. 2-0 is now the count. Cleveland, Kansas City in the bottom of the 8th. A shutout game so far in the bottom of the 8th. And that ball by Peterson will be hit to second baseman LeMahieu over to Rizzo, and that will be the third out of the inning. Another 1-2-3 inning from Brito. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base. And back to the trivia question. The first year the Yankees actually took on the name the Yankees was 1913. So for those of you who guessed right, even if you didn't put it in the chat, congratulations, 1913 was the answer. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Carlos Rodon has made 2 rehab starts, combined 7 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 runs, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts in his 2 rehab starts. He is next projected to start on Saturday. A curveball from Blackburn to start the inning to Volpe will be in the zone for a strike. 0-1 is the count now, still 0-0 as we go into the top of the 3rd. And the pitch from Blackburn, Volpe swings on a slider, 80 miles per hour. And that will be 0-2 is the count. So we get set here. Blackburn throws a slider down away in the zone, 82 miles per hour in the dirt. And they have to get a new ball. Nestor still on the injured list, as the Yankees are missing a few of their key players, hoping to get back into shape before the postseason starts. The pitch from Blackburn will be low and away for a sinker, 91 miles per hour. It will be the first ball of the inning and the at-bat. 2-2 is the count now. My bad. As Volpe swings, fouls that away, and the count still 2-2. Kansas City just scoring, making it 1-0 against Cleveland in the bottom of the 8th. Comes the 2-2 pitch from Blackburn to Volpe. That will be just outside and a little high. 3-2 is the count. Trevino, a 220 hitter, is on deck. He is behind the dish tonight. Volpe calls time, steps out of the box, composing himself, getting ready. Blackburn with the payoff pitch. Volpe lines it right to Tony Kemp, and that will be the first out of the inning. For those of you scoring at home, L4 is the way to score that. Great contact, but Tony Kemp just in right place, right time. It was a straight shot to him. Trevino, the right-handed hitter, up next. He takes a fastball. 0-1 is the count. 220 this season in 44 games, 3 home runs, 13 RBIs, and is tasked to do the catching tonight on Johnny Brito. And a curveball, Trevino puts in play right to Tony Kemp. And that will be the second out of the inning. Kemp getting a lot of action in the field today. But after that out, that will bring up DJ LeMahieu. 0-1 on the evening today. With a grounded out in the first inning to the pitcher. Pitcher tagged him out. Blackburn pitching his 40th pitch in the third inning. The pitch will be low, a 79-mile-per-hour curveball. Be taken for a ball. 0-0 still the score. 1-0 is the count. 2 outs. No one is on. So we get set for the pitch from Blackburn. DJ fouls that one back towards the third base side. No hits so far in the inning. Brito pitching a pretty good game. No runs and no hits so far. And here comes the pitch as LeMahieu will ground out to Wade over to the first baseman, which is Noda, and that will be the end of the third inning. 6-3 is the way to score that play for those of you keeping score at home. No runs, no hits at the end of 2.5. 0-0, still the score. For the bottom half of the 4th inning. Langoliers still up to hit as that curveball will be taken for a strike. Langoliers 203, 9 home runs, 31 RBIs in 68 games this season. 0-1 is the count. Brito delivers. That pitch will be fouled off. Sinker, 92 miles per hour. Langoliers tasked to do the catching behind the dish this evening. Will be interesting to see how he handles his pitcher. I feel like he's been handling him pretty well. Brito only at 27 pitches in the 3rd inning. 0-2 is the count. The pitch also fouled off again into the A's bullpen. Brito still waiting. There's the pitch. Outside on a curveball. Trying to get Langoliers to swing. So that will be taken for a ball. Bottom of the 3rd inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs, none on base. 0-0 is the score. As the pitch and a curveball swung on and missed by Langoliers, and that will be Brito's 2nd strikeout of the game and his 1st this inning as he strikes him out. Now up to the dish is Tyler Wade as he takes a sinker for a called strike. 214 average in 16 games this season. 0-1 is now the count. 1 out and no one on. And the pitch from Brito, line down the foul line, and that will get through for a base hit. Wade going to second base, going for 3 as that throw will be cut off and not in time. And Wade gets a standing triple, and that could mean trouble for the Yankees. Finds a pitch, rolls over the ball just a little bit, but hits it in just a perfect placement spot where it's a ground ball, goes foul right into the corner. The fair ball goes around first base, gets right into the corner, and that will be a triple. Now Brito pitching from the stretch. Tony Kemp is up. They're being put out, and that will be blooped, and the A's will score off of that. And Kemp will be credited with an RBI single. Now we have a runner on first base. This is a very interesting predicament for the Yankees now, as Kemp just bloops one into shallow left field. And Wade able to score. As Brito, sorry, it was Ruiz. Tony Kemp is up to the dish now. 0-1 on the day. And Brito goes to pick off Ruiz again. He is speedy on the dish, or on the base path. Brito using 2 of his pickoff attempts. We will see if Ruiz will steal. My bet is that he will, as Brito gets set from the stretch. And there goes Ruiz. Trevino pops up, and that ball will not be fielded cleanly by Volpe as it gets past him, and Ruiz will be credited with a stolen base. Smart base running there by Ruiz, as Volpe not able to put the tag on him and loses the ball as it just trickles past him. So Ruiz able to get a good jump, knowing that his back was to, or Brito's back was to him. Able to get a good jump there, and another stolen base. Runner on second, 1-0. So that pitch is high, a sinker high, for a 2-0 count. 1-0 is the score. of the game. I guess I did not change that on the scoreboard. Two 2-0 the count, and that ball will be low. A 90-mile-per-hour changeup. 3-0 now is the count. Now the Yankees are in a rough predicament here. See what they can do off of this. Brito trying to work out of a hitter's count right now. And the pitch will be high, and that will be a ball. We got runner on first and second now as Tony Kemp walks. He is now nearing 40 pitches as Trevino uses a mound visit to come and visit the bump to try and compose Brito. No one up in the pen yet for either of these two teams. So we will see how this plays out. Noda, interesting fact about him, he has 52 walks, and that is the most in the American League / MLB. As he walked in the first inning and picked off by Trevino, as that pitch is in for a strike. That's how they got the second out of the first inning. Ruiz on second off of a stolen base. Kemp on first after a walk. And here comes the pitch. Noda pops it up, slams his bat in frustration, as I believe that is McKinney is there to make the catch. It's 2 away now. That is what Brito needed. He needed that pop out as JJ Bleday comes up 0 for 1, strikeout in the first. Let's see if Brito can rework that magic and try to get him to strike out again. Seth Brown is on deck. Brown is 0 for 1 after a ground out to the pitcher through to first base for the first out of the second inning. Change up in, low in the zone, 90 miles per hour. That will be counted for a strike. Brito still working from the stretch. Doesn't have to worry too much about Ruiz now as he's on second base. 9 seconds left on the pitch clock as we await. Brito takes a look back at Ruiz. Noda, or Bleday, sorry, will foul it back for strike number 2. Bleday 0 for 1 with a strikeout. I believe I already said that. As we get set for the 0-2 count, 0-2 pitch. See if Brito can get a much-needed strikeout here. And the pitch, as Ruiz steals third, and it gets caught stealing, so Bleday will still be up. Ruiz tries to pick another base and actually ends up getting caught stealing third base. Third out of the inning as Bleday is up again. He was out by a mile. Trevino catches it, throws it right to Donaldson, as Donaldson puts the tag on him and gets him out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Sorry, 1 run, no hit. Let me restart that. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error. 1 person left on base at the end of 3 innings. 1-0 is the score. Athletics are leading. back for another question of Trivia Tuesday. Your question is, since 2005, or in 2005, Alex Rodriguez became the first solely right-handed Yankee hitter to hit 40 home runs in a season since 1937. The last person to do it was in 1937, and who was this person? The first solely right-handed Yankee hitter to hit 40 home runs in a season since 1937. We'll get back to you with that answer later. Harrison Bader, 0 for 1 in the game today, popped out in the first inning. My scoreboard is not reset. That pitch will be taken for a ball. It is the top of the fourth. 2-0 is the count now, as that curveball or cutter will be taken for a strike. 2-1 is the count now. Now let's see, how did we get to this score? Well, if you missed it last inning, Tyler Wade hit a triple and Ruiz hit a single to bloop him in. 2-2 the count now after a pitch into the strike zone. Ruiz hit a single, stole a base, and then got caught stealing for the third out of the inning. Bader swings on a curveball or a slider, and that will be the first out of the inning. He swung over it. Even if he did make contact, he'd roll over, and that would have been a ground ball. Blackburn nearing 50 pitches this inning. 6 seconds left, coming from the stretch. Anthony Rizzo struck out looking in his first at-bat today as he takes a ball. Four-seam fastball, 91 miles an hour. 1-0 is the count. 1 out, no one on base. As we get set for the pitch, Rizzo takes that changeup for another ball that looked awfully close to the strike zone. I would have called it a strike if I were an umpire. Then again, that's why I'm not in the MLB umping, because I cannot make those correct calls. Rizzo, the left-handed hitter, gets set for the pitch from Blackburn, and that will be a sinker for ball 3. 3 straight balls for the Yankees, for Blackburn against Rizzo. And we'll see how Blackburn deals with this. Got to attack the zone. Rizzo, knowing that, he's going to swing and hits a line drive. That will be fair, and that gets right back to the corner. So they field it. Rizzo standing comfortably with a double. And that will be the second hit for the Yankees, as Rizzo, knowing that Blackburn had to attack the zone so he didn't walk him, hits a nice little line drive double into the corner. Where I don't remember the right-hander off the top of my head. As Seth Brown has to field that and makes a nice throw to Kemp to cut him off, and Rizzo now standing stoically on second base. So that curveball to Stanton is low and in the dirt outside. 1-0 is the count. Stanton 0 for 1 today with a fly out to shallow right center field to Tony Kemp. Stanton takes a cutter high, and that will be ball number 2. In his past 8 pitches, Blackburn has thrown 5 balls and 1 strike, and that 1 strike being a Rizzo hit off and making it a double. The pitch from Blackburn, as Stanton goes to check his swing, and that ball actually ricochets off the handle of his bat, making it a 2-1 count, and that is a confidence booster there for Blackburn as he gets that ball. He gets that strike. 5 balls, 2 strikes in his past 7 pitches. Blackburn has thrown 54 pitches already. 32 of those have been strikes. There comes the pitch. Stanton checks, swings on a slider. He does go, and that will be 2-2. That foul ball off of Stanton actually hits a pitcher in the bullpen or in the dugout of the shin. No injuries though. Everyone is okay. Stanton looks to chase off of that slider, but holds back and takes it. Full count now. Runner on second. 1 out. I believe that was Herman or Severino that almost got hit. I don't think he actually ended up getting hit. As Stanton awaits the stretch pitch from Blackburn, swings and strikes out. Blackburn needed that strikeout. Second strikeout of the game. Third strikeout of the game. Stanton swings on that curveball. And he knows it. Goes back to the dugout. Second strikeout of the inning. Second out of the inning for Paul Blackburn. So now have the catcher's mask on in the bullpen or in the dugout. There's no railings to the dugout there, so they have the catcher's mask on just in case another foul ball gets hit. That could be possible with Jake Bauers. The lone hit in the game today for the Yankees takes a ball, 1-0. Bauers, a left-handed hitter. Yankees on the first base side. Could pull a ball and foul it right into the dugout. As Bauers takes that cutter, swings and misses. 1-1 will be the count. Bauers a single in the second, 229 average with 6 home runs this season. Rizzo still on second. 1-0 is the score. Bauers swings over a slider. That will be strike number 2. Blackburn could strike out, not strike out the side, but could strike out the Yankees here. It would be his 4th strikeout of the game, 3rd of the inning. He awaits, checks Rizzo at second, and there's the pitch. Low in the dirt, 2-2, a changeup, trying to get Bauers to chase and swing on it. Top of the 4th, Rizzo still on second. 2-2 is the count, 2 outs. Deuce is wild, as the great Vin Scully would say. As Blackburn gets the pitch. Awaits, checks Rizzo. And the pitch, high, cutter, full count. On deck is Josh Donaldson, and he flew out to center field earlier in the 2nd inning for the 2nd out. Blackburn gets set at the bump, checks Rizzo. The pitch fouled off into the Yankees bullpen. And that will be a souvenir for someone in the crowd. Bauers steps out of the box, steps back in, composing himself, getting ready. And Bauers takes a step, goes back, goes to pick off, and that is a disengagement. You only get 2 disengagements per at-bat. I believe batters only get 1 timeout. Pitchers get 2 disengagements, if you will. Checking on some of the scores around the league, Tampa Bay and Arizona, on the bottom of the 3rd, 4-5 is the score. Tampa Bay almost overcoming a 5-0 deficit in the bottom of the 2nd, or top of the 2nd. Arizona scored 5 in the bottom of the 2nd. San Francisco beating Toronto 3-0 today. That puts the Yankees in a game lead over Toronto, and that is a huge loss for the Blue Jays right now. Boston getting blown out 10-1 to the Marlins today, an interleague matchup, as Bowers takes that sinker, looks high, and gets called strike out. Argues the call a little bit. Umpire's not having it. And that is right at the logo. Thinks it's a walk. Right at the logo. Gets caught looking. Blackburn's third strikeout and third out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base at the end of 3.5. 1-0 is still the score. Trivia question we had earlier in the 4th inning. Top of the 4th, top of the 3rd, somewhere around there. In 2005, Alex Rodriguez became the first solely right-handed Yankee hitter to hit 40 home runs in a season since 1937. Who else accomplished the feat in 1937? Joe DiMaggio has been the only right-handed hitter since 1937 to hit 40 home runs in a single season. So we get set. Brito back on the bump here. Curveball taken by Blade for a ball. 0 for 1 in the first inning with a strikeout. Brito's lone strikeout of the game. Sorry, one of his 2 strikeouts of the game. As that sinker gets called for a ball, 2-0 is the count. Bottom of the 4th, 1-0 is the score. Ruiz hitting an RBI single after Tyler Wade hit a triple after Langoliers struck out against Brito for the first out of the inning. 2-1 is the count now. Brito delivers. That pitch swung on and missed. Strike 2 after that foul. 2-2 is the count now as Brito gets set to deliver. The pitch swung on right in the middle. That will be belted to center field. As Bowers is there, makes the play. Bader will be there. Bader's there, makes the play. That is the first out of the inning. Brito, first pitch to Seth Brown will be called a ball. And Brown 0 for 1, grounding out to lead off the second for the first out. And the pitch to Brown belted all the way back in the air. Looks up and that ball is gone! Seth Brown hits a solo home run and makes the lead 2-0. As Brito wishes he could have that pitch back. A fastball right down the center. And that brings the A's lead up by 2. And if you go back, and there's the hammer celebration. Totally forgot about that. Oakland A's and their hammer celebration. If you go back and rewatch that, Brito left it right smack dab in the center. Middle. Brown just crushed it. Brito shaking that off. There's a curveball to Rooker, who's 0 for 1 after grounding out in the second. And a change up from Brito to Rooker will make it 0 and 2 in the count. And next, the pitch from Brito. 0 and 2, 1 out, and that ball will be taken for a ball. A pitch will be taken for a ball. 1 and 2 is the count. Brito, the pitch now. As Rooker hits that up to Bader. Bader fields it cleanly for the second out of the inning. Both outs have come fly outs. If you look at that home run, just right in the sweet spot of Brown, and as soon as it left the bat, you knew it was gone. Everyone looking, and that ball just absolutely crushed. Would like to know the distance on that home run. Barely just gets out though, so I'm thinking about 380, somewhere around there. And the first pitch to Jace Peterson, 0 for 1 on the day today, with a ground out to second base. 2-0 is the count as Brito is quickly working. Here comes the pitch again from Brito. The 2-0 will be dotted right on the line for a strike. Looked like to be a fastball. Peterson, 5 home runs, 20 RBIs on the season as Brito deals. Grounds that right back to him. Jogs over, throws it to first base, and that will be the end of the inning. 1-3 is how you would score that play. After a long inning for Johnny Brito, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left on base. At the end of 4 innings, 2-0 is the game. I actually forgot to change that on my scoreboard. Sorry about that. Wow, apparently can't speak right now. Josh Donaldson to lead off for the Yankees, 0 for 1 on the day with a fly out to Stewie Ruiz. Score is 2-0. How did we get here? Well, we got a solo home run last inning. Ball's taken by Donaldson. Had a solo home run by Seth Brown and an RBI single to drive in Wade. The pitch off Donaldson. That ball gets hit. That ball is going to be gone. Josh Donaldson, a solo shot, responds for the Yankees. As that ball is absolutely crushed and absolutely hammered. Josh Donaldson, my gosh. A solo shot that was absolutely crushed. No doubt about it. Gets the Yankees on the board. Billy McKinney now up to hit for the Yankees. Swings on a curveball, and that ball was absolutely hammered by Donaldson. 7th home run this season, and a much needed break for the Yankees. The pitch to McKinney does not go. 1-1 is the count. McKinney lined out in the 2nd inning. That pitch, cutter from Blackburn, a lot of spin on it. Able to move in a way that he wanted it to and gets the swing and the miss. 1-2 is the count. Huge home run from Donaldson there. Much needed. And the pitch, we fouled off by McKinney, a 79-mile-per-hour slider. The count stays 1-2. McKinney with a defensive swing, fouling it back off. And here comes the pitch from Blackburn, right down the middle. McKinney knew it, struck him out looking. First out of the inning, way to bounce back. Going back to that home run on Donaldson, a curveball that was just left hanging in the zone and absolutely hammered. Let me check on the home run distances because we should have them by now. Anthony Volpe now up to the dish. As that is taken for a ball, I believe. Or a strike, my bad. Trying to find out the home run distances. And a sinker taken below the zone. Volpe's 0 for 1 today. Has already hit 10 home runs in the season. Lined out to the second baseman to lead off the 3rd inning. Volpe hits a little bloop to center field, and that will be a single for him as he stays at first. The Yankees are getting their bats going right now at a time where they need it. Updated distances, Volpe running, and that will be fouled off by Trevino. 0-1 is the count as we have a runner on first. Trevino 0 for 1 on the day, grounded out to second base in the 3rd. Updated distances for you, Seth Brown. His home run to right center was 378. I was off by 2 feet. And Josh Donaldson homered to left field, 423-foot moonshot. As Blackburn gets set to deal, checks on Volpe, and the pitch will be outside of the zone. 1-1. Hey Noah, how's that A's money line looking right now, bud? Getting a little nervous, sweating a little bit? So you get set for the 1-1 pitch. Volpe leads off Trevino. Bounces one to Kemp, and he puts him out. Volpe will advance. 2 outs now for the Yankees. As Volpe advances to second, 1-2 is the score. LeMahieu up to the dish, 0 for 2 so far. A put out by the pitcher, and then a ground ball to the shortstop in both of his at-bats today. 2-1 is the score. The A's are still up. Donaldson, if you missed it, hit a 420-foot moonshot to left field. That pitch will be taken for a strike. Blackburn nearing 80 pitches in the 5th inning. Maybe some activity in the bullpen here soon. As we get set, Blackburn looks at Volpe. Volpe leads off. The pitch. LeMahieu pops one up to shallow center. And that will be caught. So the Yankees get on the board at the beginning of the 5th inning off of a Josh Donaldson moonshot. 423 feet, might I remind you. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on base. At the end of 4.5 innings, halfway through the game, 2-1 is still your score. We'll be back after this commercial break. Bottom of the 5th inning, as Brito delivers that pitch taken for a ball. Langoliers 0 for 1 today, struck out in the 3rd inning. And the pitch fouled back off a 95-mile-per-hour sinker. 1-1 is the count now. There we go. My scoreboard was bugging a little bit. Sorry about that. There's the pitch. Curveball popped up into the air. Rizzo calls for it, gets under it, makes the putout. First out of the inning. Another little trivia for you. The Athletics are one of 5 teams with 20-plus postseason appearances since they moved to Oakland in 1968. Who are the other 4 teams? It will be interesting to see when we get back to that. Brito threw his 61st pitch, taken for a ball. No runners on, 1 out. A fly out to first baseman was how Langoliers got out, as Wade takes that for a ball. Ball number 2. Ramirez, a left-handed pitcher, is in the bullpen for the Yankees. My thought is Brito will only finish out this inning, maybe go next inning, and they will pull him. Tyler Wade tripled in the 3rd, brought in a run, and that pitch is taken for a ball. 3-0 is the count. Brito will now deliver in there for a strike, a 93-mile-per-hour sinker. 3-1 is now the count. So you get set. Wade hits that, pops up, and Bader will make the catch on the run for an F8. 2 outs in the inning. As that brings up Estrui Ruiz, the man who brought in Tyler Wade. Pitch from Brito, taken for a ball, a 94-mile-per-hour sinker. Ruiz 1 for 1 today. That pitch gets lined right back to Brito. Brito makes a nice backhand catch. Rizzo makes the put out, and that will be the end of the inning. Like I was saying, Ruiz was 1 for 1, stole a base, and then caught stealing third. But at the end of the 5th inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, no left on base. 2-1 is still the score at the end of the 5th inning. And boy, this has been a fast game, under an hour and a half so far. The pitch clock really speeds things up. We played 5 innings of baseball, and it's been insanely fast. It's been about, if the game started right at 6:40, I went live at 6:25, so it has been an hour and 20 minutes, and we've gotten through 5 innings. And now I know the game's going to slow down a lot because I said something. So you're welcome. We'll see you after this commercial break. As Blackburn deals to Harrison Bader, who is 0 for 2 today with a pop out and a strikeout. Pitch will be taken for a ball. 1-0 is now the count. Blackburn back to work as Bader checks his swing, and he does go. 1-1 will be the count. Blackburn has already thrown 81 pitches through 5 innings. 51 of those have been strikes, 30 of them have been balls. So we get his next pitch, a sinker low in the dirt. 2-1 is the count. Mole and Urseg are in the bullpen, a left-handed and a right-handed pitcher for the A's. Blackburn will probably finish out this inning. Bader rolls over the ball, grounds out to the shortstop, and makes the throw in time. A wonderful play by Tyler Wade on his knees after fielding it, stumbles a little bit, turns around, does like a 360, and catches it. So rewatch that. Makes a nice little diving catch, rolls, throws him out, and what a beautiful play under pressure to get Bader out. Now we have Rizzo doubled in his last at bat. That's what I'm trying to say here. So we get set. Blackburn throws a curveball outside. It'll be taken for ball 1. doubled in the 4th inning, struck out looking in the 1st. He is the only left-handed hitter in the Yankees rotation. Or sorry, there's only 2 left-handed hitters in the Yankees rotation, and that is McKinney and Rizzo. Bader not too happy with his at-bat. And a ball taken, timeout called, as I believe there was something that was thrown onto the field. As they have recovered it. Probably a beach ball. Popped it, and time to get back to the action. 2-0 is the count, 1 out. So we get set for the pitch from Blackburn. And a curveball right in the bottom of the zone. 2-1 is the count. 2-1 is the score. Now, how you might ask? Well, Josh Donaldson last inning hit a 420-foot moonshot to left field. Rizzo fouls that ball back, 2-2. And on the flip side for the A's, Seth Brown hit a home run in the 4th inning, and in the 3rd inning, Tyler Wade hit a triple. Asturi Ruiz hit an RBI single, and that is how we are at the score of 2-1. 2-2 is the count, 1 out. Stanton on deck right now. So we get set from Blackburn, and the pitch will be low inside. 3-2 full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. What is going to happen as we get set? Blackburn from the stretch, and here comes the pitch. Rizzo fouls that right off his foot as he walks it off, does a little hop on it. Little discomfort, but he is okay. No toe injury, and he will remain in the game. The 3-2 payoff pitch again from Blackburn, as this will be his 90th pitch of the game. Be low, and he walks Rizzo. So now we have a runner on first. After that walk, coach is coming out. They signal for the bullpen, and that will be it for Paul Blackburn. He cannot lose. He can win. He cannot lose. And he will either win or get a no decision. Still looking for his first win of the season. 5.1 innings pitched. Counting up. Actually, I can just look over here at the stats and tell you guys right now. 4 hits. 1 run, 1 earned run, no wild pitches, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. And Urseg will be the next pitcher for the A's. So we get set here. We're going to take a little break real quick. When we come back, still the top of the 6th inning. And guys, I did call it because now this game is slowing down because of a pitching change. So it'll be interesting to see how the Yankees deal with Urseg with the new pitcher. 2.45 ERA this season. Let's check his stats for the season. Stanton will be up. 15 games, 2-0 on the season, 2.45 ERA, 18.1 innings pitched, 22 strikeouts, and a 1.25 whip. Born in San Jose, drafted in 2016 by the Milwaukee Brewers in the 2nd round, 46th overall pick. He went to Menlo College, which is actually, I was planning on going there. I didn't end up going there. Debuted of May 19th, 2023. This is his first season in the bigs as Stanton takes that pitch for a ball low. Lucas Erceg, the right-handed pitcher coming out of the bullpen. See how he attacks this Yankee lineup, as that is another pitch that is high and inside, dropped by the catcher. Now Stanton is 0 for 2 on the evening, a pop-out and a strikeout in the fourth inning. The pop-out in the second. Erceg checks the runner at first. And the pitch to Stanton. Stanton grounds it, bobbles it. Wade bobbles it, but he will get the out, and that will be a fielder's choice. 6-4 fielder's choice is how you would score that. Stanton hits a soft grounder off the edge of the bat. Wade bobbles it. It hits his wrist and will end up scooping it to Kemp. It hits like the top part of his wrist right here. Scoops it over to Kemp, who still will end up getting the out for the first out. But Stanton will get on base. That changeup will be low and inside to Jake Bauers. Bauers is 1 for 2 with a single in the second inning and a strikeout in the fourth. So he swings on that changeup, makes it 1-1. 2 outs in the top of the sixth inning. As Erceg checks the runner at first. Here comes the pitch to Bauers. Bauers swings on that changeup. Another changeup, 89 miles an hour, makes it 1-2. Rizzo's still on first. Sorry, Rizzo's not on first anymore. Stanton is now on first. But now all credited runners to Blackburn will be taken, and Bauers strikes out on the changeup, getting the third out of the inning. Due up next for the Yankees will be Josh Donaldson, Billy McKinney, and Anthony Volpe. After 6 innings, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base. 2-1 is still your score. We'll be right back after this commercial break. And we are back. It is my scoreboard, I guess, has not reset yet. Although I did. Okay, there it goes. Just reset. Cool. If you guys have not been paying attention, the Dodgers and the Rockies are in the bottom of the ninth. It is 5-0. The reason I'm bringing this up is because the Dodgers were throwing a no-hitter earlier today. That gets broken in the 6th inning. Now it is the bottom of the ninth. The Rockies have 1 out left, bases loaded. So that pitch from Brito will be inside on Tony Kemp. 0 for 1 today. Maybe 0 for 2 right after this, but that ball goes foul. And 0 and 2 is the count. Kemp with a walk earlier today. And a ground out to the first baseman. Ramirez still in the pen, getting warmed, coming in to replace Brito. That pitch outside, a changeup to Kemp. 1 and 2 is the count. Dodgers got out of that jam. They win the game 5-0 as Tony Kemp hits that ball down low in the zone, straight to Harrison Bader, and a fly out, and that will be the first out of the bottom of the 6th. Back to that trivia question. The Athletics are one of 5 teams with 20-plus postseason appearances since they moved to Oakland in 1968. Who are the other 4 teams? As we get that answer right now. You have the New York Yankees, the Atlanta Braves, the LA Dodgers, the Oakland Athletics, and the St. Louis Cardinals since 1968. As Noda 0 for 1 today, fouls that pitch, and that will be strike 1. 0 for 1, Noda is, with a walk on the first inning and a fly out to the left fielder. Brito delivers his 74th pitch of the inning, a sinker that is 95 miles per hour, but that ball will be taken, and it is 1-1. And the pitch, Noda grounds that curveball foul. 1-2 is now the count. Bottom of the 6th inning, 2-1 still is the score. Donaldson home run is the lone Yankees run, and the Brown home run is the game-winning run so far. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out to Noda. The pitch from Brito is high. Trevi tries to frame it, and that umpire will say no thank you. 2-2 is the count. And here comes the pitch. Noda fouls that off. That will be 2-2. So we get to redo this count again. 2-2 the count. Brito's 78th pitch of the game. He's still looking pretty solid right now. As Noda calls time, steps off, readjusts his batting gloves, gets set, gets back in the box. Next up is J.J. Bleday. He is on deck, and Seth Brown, the home run hitter, is in the hole. That changeup fouled away, and 2-2 is still the count. Here comes Brito's 79th pitch, as that pitch is popped up to the center fielder, or the left fielder, and McKinney will grab that. F7 is the play again. Second out of the inning, as J.J. Bleday steps up to the dish. Oh for 2 today. Struck out swinging to end the first inning, and a fly out to the center fielder to lead off the inning, as Bleday lays off that fastball. Check swing did not go. And we have Zach in the chat. Welcome, Zach. As Bleday will end up going, that count is 1-1. 2-1 is the score. Brito throwing his 81st pitch as he delivers. That will be swung on and hit right into the gap as Bleday gets a 2-out single. And that looks like that'll be all for Johnny Brito. As Ramirez will get the call to the bullpen. And Brito throwing 82 pitches. And that is the call to the bullpen. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by T-Mobile. Better coverage with 5G coverage across the nation. As we see Ramirez line up. So Brito cannot get the win. He can only get the loss or the no decision. And his totals on the day, 5.2 innings pitched, throwing, 81 pitches. 52 of those pitches have been strikes. 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs as well. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run, no wild pitches. This scoreboard is called keepthescore.com. So basically how I have it set up is I go onto my OBS, my streaming software, and you can just insert a link from Chrome, and it works. It's really cool. We can zoom and stuff about it if you'd like me to. That would be super cool. We could totally get it worked out, and I can show you how to do it. It's super simple, super quick, super easy. Now, let's take a look at Ramirez's numbers for today. Just take a look at his numbers, because I am a numbers guy. If you know me in real life, you know I like crunching the numbers. He's played 13 games this season. Nick Ramirez, number 63, the 33-year-old left-handed pitcher. 13 games, 0-0 record, 1.56 ERA, and 17.1 innings pitched. 14 strikeouts and 1.15 whip. So, a ball from Brown is fouled off. 0-1 is the count. I'm getting too distracted by the numbers here. Ramirez inherits a runner. He inherits J.J. Bleday. So once Bleday gets out, we will know Brito's final ERA. That sweeper, 78 miles per hour, taken for a ball, 1-1. That pitch will be thrown, another sweeper, for a strike. That count is 1-2. Sorry about that. Seth Brown's night tonight. Ground out to the pitcher, thrown to the first base for the first out of the second inning, and currently is responsible for the game-winning run. Two and two as that ball is taken outside. Ramirez looks. 5th pitch of the inning will be taken for a ball. And that brings us to a full count. Runner will be going. And if he gets a single, Bleday could advance home if he is fast enough. So we get set Brown, and he walks him. So Ramirez getting a walk, trying to get out of the jam. So you now have runners in scoring position, bringing up Brent Rooker. Oh for 2 today with a ground out and a fly out. He has 13 home runs this season. Not quite sure of his RISP average. And swinging and a miss on a changeup, 79 miles per hour, will be taken for the first strike of the at-bat. 0-1 is the count. Bottom of the 6th, 2-1, runners on first and second. Ramirez looks at the lead runner, Bleday. That pitch gets hammered all the way back, and McKinney will be there to retrieve it, and he gets out of the jam. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base as we go into the middle of the the end of the 6th inning. 2-1 is still your score. The Yankees need to get some offense going here. Up next, they have Donaldson, McKinney, and Volpe. So let's hope they can get a rally going there. 2-1 is still your score at the end of 6 innings. As we have it now, Zach, I'm just seeing your comments and stuff. Knowing I am a hockey channel, I don't really stream baseball, but I do like baseball, and I want to get like a feel for announcing it because I want to go into a career for broadcasting. So, the thoughts on the Dubois move. The Kings gave up everything, honestly. Like, they're gonna be good. They get a good forward, but they get a good player. The Kings do get a good player. I know you're happy because you're a Kings fan, so that's gonna be great for you. They're gonna be really good next season. But Winnipeg got so much for a player who didn't even want to be there. I don't remember the move quite frankly off the top of my head. And I know Toffoli just got traded today too to the Devils. So the Devils are going to be pretty good contenders next year too. Which that move really shocked me. I didn't think that the Flames were going to move Toffoli. So Flames aren't going to be they're not going to be that good next year. And, I mean, we kind of saw them crashing this year. But, yeah, the Ducks, I heard you guys are streaming the draft, too. So, that'll be really fun for you guys. I'm super excited for you guys. Let's get back to the game. Urseg's still on the bump. There's a 97-mile-per-hour sinker as Donaldson swings at it, and it's in the dirt. Donaldson 1 for 2 today with a fly out and a solo shot in the 5th inning. The pitch from Urseg looked like it was going to be high, but cut into the outside of the zone last minute. Tommy Connell is in the pen, the right-handed pitcher for the Yankees. 1-1 is the count now as Urseg throws. Donaldson checks his swing, does not go. Ball was low, 2-1 in the second. Or not, sorry, I just saw your comment. Iafalo, Velarde, Kupari in a second. That pitch will be taken for a strike. 2-2 is the count now. Top of the 7th, 2-1 is the score. A's are still leading. Seth Brown responsible for the game-winning run right now. And Donaldson gets frozen with a four-seam fastball at the knees, outside. Doesn't like the call, argues a little bit, shakes it off, walks away. Urseg's first strikeout of the inning. Take a look at that pitch, dotted right on the corner. A great call by the umpire, in my opinion, as he just put it right on the corner if you look at K-Zone. And up next is Billy McKinney. Takes that ball high. Oh for 2 today on the day with a line out and a strikeout. And that pitch will be outside a 90-mile-per-hour changeup. All right, Zach, we'll see you in a little bit. And up comes the 2-0 pitch, taken for a strike, a changeup, little above the knees, probably around the thigh area. As Urseg is making quick work right now. 15 pitches thrown, 8 strikes, 2.33 ERA. And that pitch will be taken for a strike, as that was a home run swing by McKinney and just whiffs on it. Brito's final score after getting out of that inning, his final ERA is 4.70. So he did, I believe, bear with me for the graphic That's the starting lineup intro. He did improve just a little bit, but giving up 2 runs does not help the ERA at all. 2-2 is the count. 1 out. Urseg looking in at the dish, looking for the pitch. McKinney swung on and missed on that fastball high and away, his second strikeout of the game. 97 miles per hour. Just blows it right past him. McKinney thought it was dropping down based off of his swing. Swings under. He swung. The ball was here. He swung under it and looked like the ball was going to drop just a little bit. Did not end up dropping. Now Volpe is up, singled in his last at-bat as he takes a hack, and that will be in for a strike. Singled in the 5th inning. And he lined out in the 4th inning as that ball is going to get down for another single. And Volpe, 2 hits on the night as now Trevino comes up to the plate. A huge hit there as he pulls it oppo and gets it down. Little bloop over the first baseman, which will bring up Trevino. As he gets set, Volpe stealing and is going to be caught stealing. And just an absolute rocket from Langoliers. Didn't even pop, just transferred it and gunned him. Volpe doesn't like the call, but he gets caught stealing. Let's take a look back at it. And he is safe, actually. Looking at that play, if we get another angle, it looked like he was safe. Ball bounces in the dirt, and it's kind of too close to tell right now. But it looked like he was safe. Okay, here's this angle right here. Looking at it right now. Gets the ball. Touches the base. Oh, no. He's out because he hits Kemp's leg, which gets his arm out. But don't quote me on it yet. They are reviewing the call. I could be wrong. Okay, here's another angle as Volpe goes to dodge the tag. And it's tough. It's way too tough. I wish I could show you guys the video feed right now. And oh yeah, he's safe. Welcome back, Zach. Right now we're in the middle of a controversial call if Volpe did steal a base or not. And he's safe. He looks safe. Oh, dude, my computer's about to explode right now. It's like, I don't know if you can hear the fan, but like, you guys can't even hear the fan, but the fan's pretty bad right now. My computer's super hot right now, like it's burning my fingers. So, not fun. But we wait to see the call here. They're still reviewing the call. All right. Give me some questions. Let's see this. I have the audio on right now for the Yankee game. So, let's see what the call is. If he stole a base or if he was caught stealing. Very lengthy review here. And the call has stood. Volpe was caught stealing. I believe the evidence was indecisive. And that will be the 3rd out of the inning. So the Yankees have lost their challenge. Boone arguing. Hopefully he doesn't get thrown out. He's notorious for getting thrown out after arguing a call. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 left on base. At the end of 6.5, go ahead and stretch your legs. Time for the 7th inning stretch. We'll be back for more baseball after this. Question: who goes first, Carlson or Mitchkov? You don't know what to talk about. It's the A's. Well, the YouTube delay is really bad right now on my computer. So sorry about that. But who goes first, Carlson or Mitchkov? I'm gonna say Carlson. Just because of I don't know much about either of them, but I think Carlson goes third. I think Mitchkov goes first. Although the Ducks were thinking of I think they're thinking of taking Carlson at second instead of Fantilli, which I will cry if that does happen because Fantilli is a 1 in a million player. He's a generational superstar. He goes first overall in every draft except 2013, 2016, 2015. I mean, those 2 draft years were pretty good. He goes first overall before Jack Hughes. He goes first overall before Lafreniere. He goes first overall before Darlene. He goes first overall before Power. He goes first overall before, I don't know who else has been for Yakupov. Obviously, he goes first overall before oh crap, 2014. He was 2014. The name, I have it right now. He plays for the Devils. Crap, why I can't think of it right now. But let's get back to the game here. Tommy Connell is in now for the Yankees as that first pitch is taken for a strike. I forgot to write it down. Ramirez, not throw that many pitches, only worked 0.1 of an inning. And he had 1 hit and no strikeouts, 1 walk. Changeup getting Peterson to swing 1 and 2. Oh yeah, Byfield is way better than Lafreniere in my opinion. Maybe we haven't seen Lafreniere break out too much, but Byfield is a lot better. And the pitch from Connell as that gets fouled off. Peterson, excuse me for talking hockey for so much on a baseball stream, has been responsible for the 3rd out of the 2nd inning and the 4th inning, grounding out both times. Interesting stat about Volpe here in his stolen bases. He's stolen 2 bases in his past 37 games and 13 stolen bases in his first 41 games. Definitely has slowed down a little bit. And the pitch clock not working. So now we can get back to the final stats. And now Boone comes out to argue here. And not liking the call of that. We'll see. I believe it was a pitch clock violation, actually, is what happened. Boone arguing that call. I love seeing Aaron Boone heated. Aaron Boone is definitely a very good manager, fighting for his players. Does not get thrown out, though, which is a good thing, because the Yankees cannot afford Aaron Boone to be thrown out. Oh, it's because he dropped the ball. Connell asks for a new ball. And they're going to review it now. Boone comes back out again. And we'll see. There's more arguing. Back to the situation, though. Ramirez goes 0.1 innings. No hits, no runs. No hits, no runs. Did Boone just get tossed? I was trying to write down stats. Did Boone get tossed? And I do not believe so. Boone did not get tossed, thankfully. 2-2 is the count after the pitch clock violation. And that ball will be low and outside. Full count now. Should be 2-2 because of that non-pitch clock violation. Anyways, can't change much about it. And the pitch swung on and missed, and that will be a strikeout. And Connell will get the last laugh as he strikes out Peterson with a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. Just blows it right past him, right down the middle. It'll be Connell's first strikeout of the game. He gets the last laugh as Shea Langoliers is up 0 for 2 after a pop out to the first baseman, to Anthony Rizzo, and a strikeout swinging for the first out of each inning, third and fifth. Yeah, scoreboard isn't working right now. Scoreboard is, I think I actually forgot to reset the scoreboard. My bad. Thank you, Zach. All right, Langoliers is up 1-1 is the count. Sorry, 2-1 now after that ball is low and outside. Bottom of the seventh, 2-1 still the score. The Yankees 6 outs left before the game is over. Hopefully they can get something working here, some offense going. They need some. And the pitch, changeup right past Langoliers, and that will be strike number 2. 2-2 is the count. Langoliers steps out the box, back in. One of the lone righties in this A's lineup. Left-handed dominated lineup. And here comes the pitch. That ball is taken very close, way too close for comfort, and it is back ahead. You're not ahead of me. It's just you're ahead of me because of... I'm watching the same game as you. It's just I'm behind you because of the YouTube delay, and the stream delay is horrible. And that ground ball will go foul. And we will redo the count again. The A's still have someone warming up in their bullpen. I'm not quite sure who it is right now. But the payoff pitch struck him out swinging with an 89-mile-per-hour changeup. Connell's second strikeout of the inning. And a huge strikeout for him as Tyler Wade comes up. 1 for 2 in the inning with a triple and a run. And in his last at-bat, flew out to center field. Here comes the pitch. And that will be taken. A changeup at the knees for the first strike. And Connell's second pitch, another changeup, swung on and missed. That ball was low in the dirt. That would be strike 2. It's Connell's 15th pitch of the inning, his 10th strike. Still has not allowed an earned run this year, as that pitch is outside. Yeah, Connell does have really good control of his changeups. And it's 90 miles an hour, so his fastball is blazing, 95, 96. That pitch gets thrown, and Connell, it's going to be a foot race. Rizzo will field it at the end of the line. Just a lot of stuff happened there, and I missed it a lot. So, Connell threw a changeup, and Wade hit a ground ball right along the line to the edge of the corner of the dirt, with the foul line and the dirt where that corner meets up. Rizzo fielded it cleanly, tosses it over to Connell, who puts out Wade for the third out of the inning by half a step. It's that close. It was way too close. But at the end of 7 innings, you got no runs, no hits, no left on base, no errors. 2-1 is still the score at the end of the second inning. We'll be right back for the last 2 innings of baseball. top of the 8th inning, the Yankees need to get something going. This stream has been brought to you by W.GG, jitterless energy formula with only 150 milligrams of caffeine, no sugar, no calories. You best believe that it's on the better side of energy drinks for you. Trevor May comes in to pitch a 2-4 record with a 5.89 ERA in 18 innings pitched. This will be his 22nd game of the season. There is hope for the Yankees, as Oswaldo Cabrera will be pinch hitting the shortstop, batting 189 as he takes that change up for a strike. Here comes the next pitch. Another strike right at the knees, painting the corner. It's now 0-2. The next pitch swung on and missed as Cabrera strikes out. That's a huge strikeout for May right there. Trevor May on that changeup just gets him in front of it. And it is struck out. We'll see who takes over the dish at the end of this inning, as DJ LeMahieu steps up to the dish. 0 for 3, 2 groundouts and a pop-out today as that ball is taken. And it is 2-0. My scoreboard is not working for some reason. I don't know why. I need you to work. There you go. Work with me here. Come on, let's go. I know you're super laggy right now, but come on, let's go. And another slider taken for the third ball of the inning. And thank you, Zach, for the ad read talking about that. I actually have partnered with them, and if you use my code BTN10, you get 10% off your order of all orders that you have. And that pitch will be taken for a ball right below the knees, and LeMahieu will be walked. So there is the first base runner for the Yankees of the inning. I'd say since the 6th inning, but Volpe got on in the 7th. Wandy Peralta, the left-handed pitcher, warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees. Little fun fact about, there's actually going to be a pinch runner for DJ LeMahieu, and that will be Isaiah Kiner Falefa will be pinch running. As that pitch to Bader will be low in the dirt, 1-0. Bader 0 for 3 this game with a strikeout, a groundout, and a pop-out. Runner on first, pinch runner for Kiner Falefa as he takes the lead off. Bader makes contact, but that ball will go foul. 1-1 now is the count as Rizzo is on deck. He's been 1 for 2 today. As we await the pitch from May. And that ball is hit. Bader. That ball is hit hard right to left field, and that will be caught at the warning track as Kiner Falefa goes back to first base. False hope there from Bader as that ball was absolutely rocketed off of his bat, but just not enough, right at the edge of the warning track, and I thought that was gone. That'll be out number 2 of the inning. As we get set for Anthony Rizzo, 1 for 2 today with a walk and a double, and a strikeout looking. So the ball will be taken. Pitch will be taken for a ball. 1-0 is the count. That ball outside. 2-0. As we get set. Here, 2 outs. Rizzo needs to get something done here. Maybe take a walk or put a ball in play. He needs a hard hit ball into the corner where IKF can just run the bases. That ball slips out of his hand. It's supposed to be a slider, but it is high, and 3-0 is the count. Could we see another walk from Anthony Rizzo today? That is the hope. Maul still in the bullpen for the A's. As we get set here, Rizzo takes that pitch low and barely inside. And that will be ball 4. And I believe that is all we are seeing from Mr. May today. As the coach comes out, it's either a mound visit or that is all we're seeing. And it's just a mound visit. I lost track of how many mound visits each team has used, so that's my fault. I apologize. But Rizzo gets on with a walk. And now that brings up Giancarlo Stanton, 0 for 3 today with a pop-out, a strikeout, and a fielder's choice. Giancarlo needs to break out of the slump he's had and get a hit going here. 2-1 is the score, and if you're just joining us, Josh Donaldson is the lone Yankees run. Seth Brown with the solo home run for the game-winning run as of right now. Stanton takes that ball outside. 1-0 is the count. Wade has the first run for the A's and off of an RBI single from Ruiz. Wade hit a triple, and Ruiz hit a RBI single as that pitch is in the dirt. 2-0. That's 6 straight balls for May. He's only thrown 5 strikes out of the 16 pitches. Stanton's 1 for 10 with 6 strikeouts with runners in scoring position since his return from the injured list. He was out for, I believe he strained something. As that ball is high and inside off of a slider. And it's another 3-0 count. That's ball 7. As May gets set, Bowers is on deck for the Yankees. 1 for 2 today. And the pitch. And that's his first strike in 8 pitches that he has thrown. 3-1 is the count. 2 outs. I forgot to update that. My apologies. As we get set here, 3-1 is the count. Stanton lines that foul, and it is now a full count. Runners will be going. As IKF is on second, Stanton is on first. Or Rizzo is on first after a walk. So you wait. May checks the runners. Stanton fouls it back. And we will redo the payoff pitch again. May at 20 pitches. He is at I believe it is a 40% strike rate. He's thrown 8 strikes out of 20 pitches, so 8 over 20. Yeah, 40% strike rate. Stanton calls time. Takes some time out of the box. Very high pressure situation for this team right now. The Yankees need to grab something here. They need to get a hit. They need to get a walk. They need to get something going. But I believe if the Yankees do end up... Stanton lines out, grounds out to the third baseman, and that will be all she wrote. Yankees don't get anything out of that. as a 5-3 play with the third out of the inning. Jake Bauers to lead off the ninth inning next. Jake Bauers to lead off next inning. The Yankees are down to 3 outs left. No runs. No hits. No errors. 2 left on base. The end of 7.5. Yankees needs to get something going. Still the pitcher for the Yankees as Ruiz tries to lay down a bunt. 1-1 is the count now. 2-1 still is the score. Higashioka takes over behind the dish, and IKF will take over for LeMahieu on second base. Connell still pitching as that changeup is hung, and that will be a Bermuda Triangle. That's what I like to call it. Ruiz hits a single. That ball gets down. So Bermuda Triangle, as you guys may know, you can't tell. It's when there are three players in like a triangle. Okay, so we'll use here, and here. I can't really explain it well. It's a triangle, and Connell's night is done. So just putting that out there. Wandy Peralta is the new pitcher for the Yankees. But a Bermuda Triangle, as I like to call it, is when there are 3 fielders that make a triangle and the ball drops right in the middle of that. And Ruiz's single was right in the middle of a Bermuda Triangle. Okay, Zach, I have beef with the Dodgers for hurting Aaron Judge. I have beef with them. Well, okay, here's the thing, though. Yankees did sweep the A's in their first series. And they are without Judge, and the Yankees have been really struggling without Judge this season. But Connell's night is done. Wandy Peralta will come in to pitch. All right. Connell's night, 1 inning. 1 inning, 1 hit. No runs, no errors, no wild pitches. 2 strikeouts and no walks. Yeah. No walks, 2 strikeouts. I am teaching geometry. Shut up, Zach. All right, so Wandy Peralta is the new pitcher for the Yankees. We will see how he does. Make sure to check out the New York Yankees firework night against the Baltimore Orioles on July 3rd at Yankee Stadium, presented by Baby Ruth, which is hilarious. Wandy Peralta, 36 games, 2-1 record with a 2.67 ERA this season. He is the new pitcher, and Connell will inherit Ruiz on first as that bunt is laid down, but that will go foul. Textbook bunt just went foul. Tony Kemp is the batter now. 0 for 2 in the day. Fly out in his last at-bat to center field. Walked in the third inning and grounded out to Rizzo. Beautiful play, diving stop by Rizzo in the first inning as the leadoff. 0-1 is the count now. No outs. Ruiz still on first. The pitch. Kemp trying to lay down another bunt. And that will be 1-1. No outs, 2-1 still the score. Peralta is the new pitcher, 2.67 ERA this season. Kemp laying down another bunt, a nice bunt, and they will get the runner out at first, but it is a fielder's, I wouldn't call that necessarily a fielder's choice. It was 5-3, and they advanced the runner. Trying to get an insurance run here for Noda. Textbook bunt right there. That was actually a really nice bunt. Right down the third base line, right in between the, right in front of the pitcher's mound. It was beautiful. But that advances the runner in Ruiz. Now, he was caught stealing, trying to throw to third. And Carlos Perez will be the pinch hitter for Ryan Noda. Perez, a 243 average and 4 home runs this season. As Peralta checks the runner, the left-handed pitcher, that ball will be in the dirt. A beautiful block by Higashioka. And 1-0 is the count. Yankees need to get something going here. They need to get out of this jam, and more runs and a changeup by Peralta. Be 1-1. Fun fact about IKF, this is his first game at second base since 2018, and he wasn't even with the Yankees. He was with the Texas Rangers. That sinker popped up by Perez to Bader, as Bader will retrieve that, cut the guy off at third. A huge throw. Wonderful, beautiful throw. And that will be the second out of the inning. Aldemez Diaz is the new pinch hitter for Blade. The A's making the most of their bench. 2 outs, runner still on second. Bottom of the 8th here, Peralta only thrown 6 pitches. That pitch is a sinker and fouled towards the opposite field. Diaz is a right-handed hitter. 0 for 0 today, obviously, as he's coming in for his first at-bat. 206 average, 2 home runs this season. Just trying to get Ruiz in for that extra insurance run. 0-1 is the count now. And there's the pitch, and that's grounded to Donaldson. Donaldson makes the throw, gets him out in time. And that will be the end of the 8th inning. Yankees down to 3 outs. They need to get something going here. No runs, no hits, 1 left on base at the end of 8 innings. 2-1 is still the score. We'll be back after this break. take with you. Donaldson is the only Yankees run so far today, so deal with it. Also, I haven't reset the scoreboard, but man, it's been a good game so far. So waiting for my scoreboard to reset. Low, boom. I mean, no, you're not wrong, but you're not wrong about him being as good as a Blue Jay and a Guardian. So you're not wrong about that, but yeah. But I mean, still. Actually, when I was in Toronto this year, I bought a Bo Bichette baby blue jersey, and it's like one of my favorite jerseys I have right now in my closet. Here we go, top of the ninth. As we get set for this, Sam Moll is in 33 games, 0-3 record, 4.13 ERA, 28 innings pitched. As we get set, and Harrison Bader, I believe, or is it Bowers? It's Bowers. Jake Bowers is at bat now for the New York Yankees, the right-handed hitter. Defense-wise, Perez sticks into first base, and Capel will now be in left field. So we get set. The first pitch from Moll, taken outside, ball one. Moll, the left-handed pitcher, pitching constantly from the stretch. Ball is outside. 2-0. The Yankees do have a chance now. Hopefully, crossing my fingers. Top of the ninth, 2-0 is the count. And actually, pinch hitting is Gleyber Torres. I did not see that. And Torres hits one. That's going to be a shot. And that is a little bloop single for Mr. Gleyber Torres, as he gets the Yankees on base. Go to StatCast for that. Donaldson's solo home run today was 110 exit velo and a 423. I have hit that hard, no, but not as hard as Donaldson and his home run today. Speaking of Donaldson, he is now up to bat 1 for 3. Solo home run in the 5th inning, but a fly out to center field in the 2nd and a strikeout in the 7th inning. Moll picks off Torres as Torres is back in safely standing. That was one of his 2 disengagements that he has for the at-bat. He checks on Torres as we wait. And the pitch to Donaldson. Donaldson checks the swing. Still in there for a strike. That will be the first strike. Worst case scenario right now is Donaldson hits into a double play. Best case is he hits another home run. So we're hoping for the best case scenario right now. And the pitch to Donaldson, that will be grounded foul. 0-2 now, the count. Yankees has used all of their bench now. They have no pinch hitting left. So you're gonna see McKinney, we're gonna see Donaldson, and we're gonna see Volpe. Donaldson takes that ball low for a strike, a sweeper, 85 miles an hour. McKinney is on deck right now. 1-2 is the count. Torres still on first. Pinch hitting for Bowers. And the pitch, Donaldson wanted to chase off that fastball, but will be okay. 2-2 is the count. As we get set now. As Moll looks over, Donaldson takes that sinker for a strike. They are now down to 2 outs. What did you tell me? Yep. 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 That was a really good execution, though, on that sinker. There's the first out of the inning. And up next, we have Billy McKinney. 286, a line out, and 2 strikeouts. 4 home runs his season. He's been on a tear recently. And the pitch, McKinney fouls that one back. 0-1 is the count. Top of the ninth. Runner on first, that is Gleyber Torres. 0-1 is the count. Donaldson struck out looking for the first out of the inning. Donaldson, though, is the only run of the Yankees with a solo shot in the 5th inning. The A's scoring both of their runs with Seth Brown hitting a 2-run home run and Tyler Wade scoring off of a leadoff. Or was it a leadoff triple? No. It was a triple and Ruiz RBI. RBI single. That pitch is in there for a strike. It is 0-2, and the Yankees down to 4 strikes now. As Mole gets set, looking at Torres, and the pitch. McKinney hits that one hard. That's going to get caught, though, as that will be the second out of the 9th inning. And up next is the rookie sensation, Anthony Volpe. This is his first multi-hit game since June 13th at the Mets. Take that, Noah. Anyways, Volpe is now up, and he needs to get something going. The Yankees are down to their last out. 2 for 3 today with 2 singles and a line out to Tony Kemp, the second baseman. Volpe takes that sweeper in for a strike. Runner still on first base. You see, Zach, I don't play Diamond Dynasty that much, so I can't really tell you. I'm not good at it. And here comes the next pitch from Mole. So he gets set. And is that a pitch clock violation or a balk? Because we saw the umpire just run out in front. Not sure what quite happened, but I believe Volpe called time. As we get to this adrenaline racing part of the game here. On 1 is the count. Volpe grounds out to the shortstop. The throw, not in time, as Volpe beats it with a single, and the Yankees stay alive with a hit, and Kyle Higashioka now comes up to the dish as Volpe outruns it. Barely, I don't know. That's very close. We'll see. And he's safe. He is safe by, like, literally not even half a step. Tie goes to the runner, though, too, so there's also that. So we'll see if the A's challenge it. Why does it say we're in the 10th inning? I don't know. He's safe as they're reviewing it. And we will see what happens. Either this ends in heartbreak or my heart keeps pounding. We'll see what happens. Yeah, Outman's a great rookie, though, too. He's super cool. And he's doing amazing with the Dodgers as well. The Diamondbacks are the team that's surprising me the most right now, kind of, like, honestly. Like, they're doing really good. And Volpe is, like, they're reviewing it right now. Will it be his 3rd single of the game? Or will he be out? Either way, Higashioka is coming up. Here's the call. So we await. Oakland has just lost their challenge. Anthony Volpe is safe. The runner advances. And my oh my, we have a ninth inning, folks. 2 outs. Kyle Higashioka up to the dish. My pen just dropped. And Ellie De La Cruz is him, though. He is doing amazing right now. So we have Higgy. That pitch is taken for a strike. Yankees down to their last 2 strikes right now. Gleyber Torres on second. Anthony Volpe on first. 0-1 is the count. Mole looking. The pitch to Higashioka. Swings and misses off a four-seam fastball. Blows it right past him. 0-2 is the count. Yankees down to their last strike. Mole gets a new ball. As we get set, my palms are sweaty. My knees are weak. My arms are heavy. I do not have a sweater, though, so there is no mom spaghetti. So we get set ball. The pitch! Higashioka lays off on it, and it is 1-2. The pressure is tense right now. You could cut the tension with a knife. As time is called, we get set here. 1-2 the count. Up next will be Isaiah Kiner Falefa. What a game this has been. Very intense. And kind of heartbreaking, I'm not going to lie. Especially as a Yankees fan. Alright, here comes the pitch. And Higashioka fouls that one back off, and we will redo the count again. Barely gets the top of his bat on. He was a little under it. Popped it out behind him, behind the dish. Mole looks in for the pitch. 9 seconds left on the pitch clock. The pitch. Low and outside, trying to get Higashioka to chase. 2-2. We got a deuces wild count now, as Vince Scully would say. A broadcaster I definitely have looked up to. Has inspired me. Also John Sterling as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners on. 2-1 is the score. The pitch from Mall. Higashioka swings, misses, strikes him out, and that's the game, folks. Oakland A's have taken down the Yankees 2-1 and have come back from a utter domination loss, as that is strike 3, 3 outs. And the A's have won the game. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. Let's get all of the tallies here real quick as I tally everything up. All right, so the final tally: 2 runs, 2 runs for the A's, 5 hits, no errors. Let me restart that because that was not good delivery. All right, for the Yankees, 1 run on 7 hits with no errors. For the A's, 2 runs on 5 hits and 0 errors. The Yankees, I need to tally this up too. I'm so behind. I'm sorry. The Yankees have left 9 players on base, while the A's left 4. So the Yankees not good at capitalizing on chances. Tyler Mole gets the save. Blackburn gets his first career win. Johnny Brito with the loss, bringing him to 4-4 now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys sticking with me for these past 3 hours and letting